Sorry. Thank you, Chairman Guthrie and Ranking Member Pallone, and committee members for hosting today's Members' Day hearing. My name is Luz Rivas. I'm an electrical engineer, STEM educator, and nonprofit leader. But of course, my most meaningful job is representing the district I was born in and grew up in. California's 29th Congressional District, the district once represented by former Energy and Commerce member Tony Cardenas, and the one we both call home is in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles. It's home to hospitals, a pipeline of a young, diverse technological workforce, and energy facilities. However, for too long, communities like mine have been forgotten. We have been forced to store the debris and waste from polluters. We have been forced to witness firsthand how polluters put corporate profits over people. This has impacted my neighborhood's access to clean air and safe drinking water. It has led to many of my constituents living with generational health problems at disproportionately higher rates than the surrounding areas, including higher rates of asthma and other respiratory diseases. This administration wants to empower polluters to continue using our backyards as their playgrounds with no consequences. I refuse to let that happen. I'm here in Congress because communities like mine deserve a voice and someone who will fight for them against this administration's Polluter First agenda. Next week, I will be introducing legislation to ensure that we have the data and tools needed to identify disproportionately burdened communities and prioritize resources accordingly. My Environmental Justice Screening Tool Act will be an important resource in helping communities impacted by environmental, climate change, human health, and economic factors. This legislation will help make sure that the federal government can properly and equitably prioritize funding to environmental justice communities like mine. I hope to continue working with the committee on the key issues that are impacting environmental justice like those in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles. I also hope to continue working with this committee on another issue that has become increasingly important, not just in the San Fernando Valley, but across the country, and that's artificial intelligence. Through my experience as an engineer, I've seen how STEM and technology evolves at an unprecedented speed, and this includes AI. AI is here, and it's quickly reshaping how we work, how we learn, and how we communicate. At the rate at which AI and other emerging technologies evolve, we cannot afford to wait before any action is taken. That's why I was particularly concerned around the continued efforts by the majority and the Trump administration on enacting an AI moratorium that would limit states' ability to regulate AI. These attempts would have prevented states from writing or enacting their own AI laws for 10 years. House Republicans' 10-year AI moratorium provision would leave us unprepared to tackle these challenges as they arise. I'm proud to have worked with this committee to lead efforts on the House side to remove the AI moratorium here from H.R. 1 and continued partnership with committee Democratic leaders on recent effort. As someone with a STEM background in Congress and alongside Rep. Neil Dunn, I also serve as co-chair of the STEM Education Caucus. As technology continues to grow, I hope to work with the committee to ensure that all communities have access to this technology, but also the ability to learn how to effectively use it starting at a young age. We have a prime opportunity to make sure our future workforce is prepared to work with AI and other emerging technologies. We have a duty to empower communities across the country with the tools that they need to work with AI in a safe, responsible, and ethical way. By understanding how AI has evolved and is expected to evolve, we can be better prepared to embrace the opportunities that AI presents and address the challenges that can and will arise in the future. We need to make sure that the United States remains a leader in innovation for generations to come. Thank you, and I look forward to working with members of the Energy and Commerce Committee, this Congress, to increase access to technology and improve the environment and well-being of our constituents. Thank you, and I yield back.